Our speaker is a seasoned training manager at ICIFE Takaful Berhad, specializing in the development and delivery of training programs for employees. Throughout his career, he has been instrumental in designing, coordinating, and delivering comprehensive training programs that enhance the knowledge and capabilities of employees across various departments. His expertise includes designing training modules on Takaful operations, risk management, regulatory compliance, and customer service excellence, ensuring that all staff members understood both the technical and ethical aspects of Islamic insurance. Known to his dynamic approach to learning, he fosters a culture of continuous improvement and professional development with the organization, helping the company maintain its competitive edge while upholding the core values of fairness, transparency, and social responsibility. His academic and professional background demonstrate a strong dedication to lifelong learning as well as his proficiency in finance and business. Ladies and gentlemen, let us welcome Muhammad Zafifi bin Jamaluddin, Training Manager, ICIFE Takaful Berhad. A round of applause, please.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Right, can all of you put up your hand, right hand? Okay, I want you to tap a person next to you on the right hand side. Say, wake up. Put up your hand on the left hand side. And tap the next person's shoulder. Say, wake up. Great. Okay, guys. My name is Zafifi. First of all, I would like to thanks to Mr. President, the organizer, the professional, as well as the brothers and sisters and my fellow Muslim colleagues. Okay, today I'm going to run through a topic. My first topic will be Takaful model, and then right after that we will have a short break, about 5 minutes. Then later on we will continue to Takaful products. Okay, can I have a slide? Thank you very much. So we will go through the types of Takaful operational model and the application. Okay, before I begin, just a little bit background of myself. My name is Zafifi. Okay, you can call me Mr. Daytime. You can call me Zaf. Nighttime, you can call me Fifi. That's a combination of Zafifi. Okay, I started my career as a trainer since 2005, and I venture in 2010, I started career in insurance. Okay, 2025 is a training as a junior trainer, and in 2010, I started career with insurance trainer. Then what happens that 2013, I left industry because I don't want to get involved in any riba garamaisis industry. So stop, I moved to the investment. Anyone here have heard the investment called unit trust? Mutual funds? Anyone heard about the stock market? Yeah, I was involved in that particular and was a trainer in mutual funds, or we call it as a unit trust. It's mostly we are focusing on Sharia compliant investment, type of investment. Next, 2017, that I venture to Takaful industry until present. So I love the Takaful industry because the main purpose of being in the Takaful industry because we are able to educate people and provide the awareness to Muslim the importance of having Takaful for yourself, for the individual, as well as the family. My forte or my expertise is in the area of family Takaful. We call it as a family Takaful. In Malaysia, they have two big divisions. First, they call it as a family Takaful. Second, they call it as a general Takaful. Anyone heard family Takaful? Put up hand. Family Takaful represent individual as well as a family. General Takaful is nothing to do with the individual, it's nothing to do with the family. So general Takaful, it's we protect what? Anyone who wants to try? General Takaful protects non-life humans. Protects car, protects building, protects what? Buildings, car, motorbike, house, building, so on and so forth. Shop lot, that's under general Takaful. So my area of expertise is under family Takaful. We talk about life, we talk about family members. Are we okay? All right, great. So let's begin with the model. Okay. So if you look at this, the country, I'll emphasize on the Malaysia only. But in Pakistan, Sudan, and Saudi Arabia and other Middle East country, they are practicing wakaf, wakalah wakaf as well as cooperative. But in Malaysia, we only practice 3 Takaful model. How many? 3. What is it? Mudarabah. Mudarabah, this is an Arabic term. For English term, we call it profit sharing. Profit what? Profit sharing. So mudarabah is equal to profit sharing. Second, we got wakalah model. So wakalah means wakil, as mentioned by Dr. Habib just now. Wakil means I can get some upfront fee. I can collect upfront fee. That's my income. Okay, that's under wakalah model. Another one is, the last one is hybrid model. We call it hybrid wakalah mudarabah. So in Malaysia, we are allowed, some company are allowed, or Takaful operator are allowed to apply wakalah mudarabah. So upfront fee and the profit sharing. So among 3, I want to ask you questions. Which one is the most popular in Malaysia? Which model? Anyone wants to try? Just put up a hand and say loud. I'm okay. Again? Wakalah, yes. Wakalah is the most popular in Malaysia. Give a round of applause to Madam. Last time, because Takaful started in Malaysia 1984, and last time we got Takaful Act 1984. Yeah, and then Bank Negara Malaysia, or we call it a Central Bank of Malaysia. So if you see the word B and M, it stands for Central Bank. Are we okay? So Central Bank of Malaysia, they revise the act. They revise the act. They combine all the banking, Islamic banking, as well as a Takaful in one act. They call it as Islamic Financial Services Act 2013. That's what they have revised. Let's move on. So as mentioned, Takaful in Malaysia, they apply the 3 wakalah model. The most popular will be wakalah model. Number 2, mudarabah or profit sharing. Okay, and number 3 is wakalah model or hybrid model. So nice picture, eh? Okay, let's move on. So Takaful operator is basically a company. In Malaysia, family Takaful, we do have around 11 Takaful operator. How many? 11. So 11. What Dr. Habib mentioned earlier on, so Etika is one of the biggest. The top 3 companies in Malaysia in terms of production, sales, from both channel or distribution, general Takaful as well as what they call it, family Takaful is Etika, followed by Pru, and Pro BSN Takaful, and last but not least AIA. Anyone heard AIA? AIA Takaful. So that's under top 3. So as a Takaful operator, so they act as a wakil. So the, what do you call it? The wakalah fee they have taken, the purpose is to manage the participant Takaful fund. So in Takaful, they do have 2 big fund. 2 big fund. One, we call it PRF fund, the short form, PRF. The actual name of PRF is Participant Risk Fund. Once again, very good, PRF. Another big portion of the fund is PIF, Participant Investment Fund. Once again, participant, very good. So these 2. Okay, coming back to the PRF fund. The purpose of PRF fund is to what? Anyone want to guess? Just guess. PRF fund. So the purpose of PRF fund is to pay off the claim. Okay, the sum covered. We call it as a sum covered. In the event of again, very good, death. This is a 3 major claim: death, TPD. Anyone heard about TPD? Total permanent disability. So you cannot perform your work at all. And last but not least, it is CI. CI stand for critical illness. Bank Negara gazetted 36 type of critical illnesses that can Takaful operator offer to the public. Are we okay so far? Like say for example cancer, for example heart attack, brain cancer, any type of cancer, it's under 36 of critical illnesses. Are we okay so far? So the PRF function is to pay off the debts. But inside, as mentioned by Dr. Habib, there's a tabaruk fund. Tabaruk is taken from the contribution. Some portion agreed by the participant. So participant, when they sign the what they call it, the contract just now, we talk about offer and acceptance. So some portion, a little bit portion about the contribution will be credited into the tabaruk fund. The main purpose is to what? To mutually assist all the participants in the event of unfortunate event happen. Let's say for example, there's 1,000 participants contributed to the fund, tabaruk fund, and 1 person dies due to death, for example. So the, what do you call it, the sum covered, amount of the sum covered will be payable to the beneficiaries. Beneficiaries means the loved one, the family members. Are we okay? So what family members can do with the amount of money? Let's say for example there's 100,000 payable from the Takaful operator to the beneficiaries because the husband died, for example, dies due to the accident, for example. So what happened? So the money goes to beneficiary. So what beneficiary can do with the money? So they can get married or remarried? No. What they can do with the money? Wife, what they can do with the money? Or the sum covered, or the amount of money? So you can use for maintaining your lifestyle as usual. Can wife pay debts, pay off the debts of the husband, deceased husband or ex-husband? If the husband no longer around, so husband left the debts, am I right? So for Muslim, it's an obligation or obligated for us to pay off the debt of the deceased. But the sum covered, it's under hibah, H-I-B-A-H. Hibah means give. If a give in Malaysia, it's a conditional hibah. Conditional hibah means when the person dies, the money will go to the beneficiary. Beneficiary can use the money for maintaining lifestyle. But can wife or beneficiaries pay off the debt of the deceased? Is it compulsory? Is it obligated? Yes or yes? Or? So the answer is no. It's not obligated. So wife can use the money. So how about the balance of the outstandings, loan or debts? How to pay off? So we can pay off with other assets. Are we okay so far? For Takaful, in Malaysia, we call it as a conditional hibah. The money belongs to the wife. Wife can do anything with the money. You can nominate wife as a beneficiary. So that's under Wakalah model. So undertake the management of Takaful fund, as mentioned earlier, PRF and PIF fund, and manage the operation of the Takaful company. So in Takaful operators, they have many divisions or department. One we call it as, I think some of you have heard about Sharia department. This is a core department. We've got risk department. We've got compliance department. We've got internal audit department. Wow, many department. And we've got a sales or distribution channel department. Okay, this distribution channel is very important to the company. Why? Because this department bring money to the Takaful operator. So they need, these are the key, what they call it, success factor for the Takaful operator. They need business. So in order to need business, they need sales team. So we call it as distribution channel. On top of that, we've got actuarial department. Actuarial department is the one who calculate the PRF fund, who's taking care of the PRF fund and the PIF fund. So actuarial department, based on the calculation. And last but not least, they got another two big department, finance department, to pay off the claim. So finance department will release the payment. And last but not least, this is a very also crucial department. When sales bring in, or the production comes in, let's say for example there's a new business coming in, so who's taking care of the certificate or the policy? So we call it the operation department. Under operation department, there's a 3 subdivisions. How many divisions? 3. One, they call it the underwriting department. What department? Underwriting department. Number 2 is servicing department. Once again, servicing department. And last but not least, it's a claim department. Once again, claim department. So there are 3 subdivision departments under operations. Are we okay so far? So the some portion of the contribution, we need to pay all this department because they are playing important roles to the Takaful company. And we need to provide the best service to the participants, the interest of participants. So BNM or Bank Negara Malaysia or Central Bank of Malaysia, they will supervise and monitor on daily basis the business of the Takaful operator. Are we okay so far? Very good. So Takaful operator will earn the income from Wakalah fee, we call it a Wakalah fee, when client pay contribution. In insurance we call it premium, am I right? But Takaful we call it contribution. It's about the terminology. So Takaful contributions, let's say for example, in Malaysia, Malaysian ringgit, I pay contribution on monthly basis 200 ringgit Malaysia, for example. So I pay 200 ringgit Malaysia on monthly basis until maturity. So maturity means until at the end of the contract. So if I pay until at the end of the contract, means that I am still alive. What happened if I started paying contribution at the age of 30 and at the age of 50 dies, for example? So what will I get? Did I get something from the sum covered? Did I get something, guys? Do I get something from the sum covered? The answer is no, because I'm no longer around. So I'm dead. So who? Beneficiaries. Are we okay? So you need to inform your partner, your life partner, your wife, your spouse, saying that if baby is no longer around, you yourself call your wife baby. Baby, if I'm no longer around tomorrow, you quickly go to the Takaful operator company or Takaful operator and claim, because I have prepared 1 million for you, for example, or 1 million, 1 million peso or 1 million ringgit for you. So that if you receive the money, you can use the money for your life. Are we okay? What happened to the wife? At first, when husband dies, crying. Stop crying. 2 days, 3 days, 4 days. 14 days later, receive check. 1 million. So how the reaction of the wife? Yes! Is that true? It's true. This is what happened to Malaysia. Because they need to survive. In order to survive, they need money. So within 14 days, before the claim approved, client crying because how to survive. I need to pay off the rental, the electricity, what else? Car loan, housing loan. So when 1 million comes into your account, how do you feel? Wow. Feel satisfaction, right? You feel happy. Okay, that's the importance of having Takaful plans for the family members. So number 2, the income return on investment. So return from the investment itself. Remember, I mentioned to you PRF. I mentioned to you earlier on PIF. So this PIF will be invested in the Sharia compliant funds. So at the end of the year, you will receive what? What is the purpose of investing? To gain, very good, to gain profit. So the profit will belongs to participant or belongs to the profit from the return or the investment, is it belong to the participant or belong to the Takaful operator? Participant. Remember, under the wakalah fee, remember 100% is belong to participants. If let's say, for example, the fund declare 5% and the 5% goes to the participant. Yes, 100% belong to the participant. So participant happy? Happy. But on top of that, yes, there is a performance fee will be charged under PIF fund. Are we okay? Charged to who? To the fund manager. To the fund manager. Why to fund manager? Because fund manager manage the total fund, the investment fund. Are we okay? So the first is PRF, another one is PIF. Any questions so far? So this is the picture. Participant was advised or is advised by agent. Agent is we call it intermediaries. So agent also will earn some commission because they are the one who bring who? The client to the Takaful operator. Are we okay? And in order to solicit the Takaful product, agent, in Malaysia we call it agent. Okay? They must be licensed with Bank Negara Malaysia and represent only one Takaful operator. Only how many? One only. If I license with ABC Takaful operator, I cannot represent other company. It is not allowed in Malaysia. One Takaful operator, one. If I represent other Takaful operator, so I against the law, so I'll be terminated. So my license can be terminated the whole life. Remember, so don't make, in Malaysia, the rules and regulations are very strict, especially to the agents. So agent here, we call it, what I mean is agent here is individual agent. Just now, Dr. Habib mentioned about agent is a Takaful operator. Are we okay? Okay, Takaful operator as a wakil, manage a fund, and they receive the wakalah fee. Okay, this is the profit sharing. Profit sharing. Okay, profit sharing. What's different profit sharing with mudarabah? Mudarabah, you have to do your job first. Okay, and then when the investment got profit, they have a profit, then you take the profit. Whereas the wakalah model, you take the money first. Which one do you want? You want to take money first, or you want to take money later? You take money first and you do your job, or you take your money, you do your job first, you take money later. Which is which? Which one do you want? Yes. That is why many Takaful operator, they are practicing wakalah model. There's one company, when I checked with my colleagues in the industry, Takaful, because I got a few colleagues in the industry, mudarabah model was practiced by, last time, was practiced by Syarikat Takaful Malaysia Berhad, STMB. They call it STMB. But now STMB moved to wakalah. Okay? Because you need to do your job first, then after that, you can take your profit. Or you want to take your fee first, you do your job. It depends. So it decided by the top management, or even the board of directors. Okay, Takaful operator will act as an entrepreneur or mudarib. Okay, and client will act as a capital provider. Because I'm the one who pay contribution. I take out the money, I pay to the Takaful operator. And the money will be invested. If I got profit, will be shared on pre-agreed ratio. Some Takaful operator, they apply 50-50. Let's say, for example, I got 8% of the profit. 8% will be divided into two, 50-50%. Are we okay? Or some Takaful operator, they can apply 60-40 or 70-30. So meaning to say 60 or 70, it goes to participant. So 40 or 30 goes to Takaful operator. Are we okay? Great. Okay, now, question is, if the fund deficit, negative return, 2000, let's say 2023, the fund deficit or negative, who bear the loss? Who bear the loss? No, only participants. Company only, or Takaful operator only loss in terms of time and effort only. Because, and some more, they have taken a profit if they got a profit. If got no profit, nothing to lose to the Takaful operator. Only time and effort. I got no money. Got negative, huh? So but got profit. If the fund has a profit, so profit will be shared, both. Are we okay? Clear? So this is the concept of mudarabah. Okay, first thing first, I want to check with you. Anyone who has a module or workbook with you, the slide? Okay, great. If you don't have it, you can take a picture. So, permission granted. So you can share to your, your colleagues, family members, so on and so forth. Okay, hybrid model is a combination of combination of what? Wakala as well as the mudarabah. So if you look at this, entrepreneur as a mudarib and agent is a wakil. There are three sources of main income. First is a wakala fee. Wakala fee, okay. In technicality, wakala fee, we will split into two. Anyone who want to guess? Wakala fee will split into two. One to pay what? Another one to pay what? In fact, I already mentioned earlier on. Again? Again? %50, right. The wakala fee will be divided into two. One will go to the Takaful operator to manage the fund and operation. Another one to the agent. Very good. We call it as a agency commissions. So you can write down somewhere. Agency commission and the expenses of the Takaful operator. So this income goes to Takaful operator, wakala fee. Second, profit sharing from the investment return. Okay, that's a profit sharing I already mentioned to you. Another one I didn't mention to you from the wakala model, it is a surplus sharing. Doctor already mentioned about surplus sharing earlier on. Okay, in a short while I'll show you the diagram. So that if you see the diagram, it's a clear picture to you. Under the PRF fund, okay, coming back, PRF fund. Under PRF, Tabaruk, remember? Tabaruk. Okay, under the Tabaruk fund, of course the Tabaruk fund will be utilized to protect all the participants. Are we okay? But somehow or other, okay, the fund will have a surplus at the end of the year. How come there is a surplus from the PRF fund? Very good. Less claim, cannot be no claim. Very seldom. Normally has a claim, even little, a small claim, also a claim. We have to pay off the claim, but less claim. But on top of that, there will be a new business come in. If there is a lot of business coming in, is it profit to the company? Is it profit to the shareholder? Sorry, is it profit to the participant? The answer is yes. So you will enjoy, as a participant, you will also receive a surplus from the PRF fund. Is it good? From PRF, you have a profit sharing. Also the PRF also, you have a profit sharing. Wow. That's good. Both sides. So it's benefit to the participants. But against how many percent? The ratio. 50%, agreed by Sharia compliance, 50-50, 60-40, 70-30. It depends on the board of directors whether they want to have 50-50, 70-30 or 60-40. Are we okay so far? On top of that, okay, in my current company that I'm working right now, the surplus sharing, I already checked with the, what they call it, actuary department, the head of the actuary department. What they call it? Some Takaful operators are allowed to charge a surplus sharing, meaning to say, to take a fee from the PRF fund. If there is a surplus, I can take some portion of the fee because Takaful operator manage the fund, the Takaful fund, ataupun, or we call it as a PRF fund. Sorry, mixture of BM, Malay language. Coming back, PRF, once again, PRF, there is surplus sharing, remember? Yes, very good. Yes, very good. But, point, Number 3, a discretionary charge on the surplus. Yes, this portion, okay, ladies and gentlemen, this portion is allowable. Meaning to say, profit sharing is one part, the fee also one part. But my current Takaful operator, we don't take fee. The profit sharing, we share together. Is it good enough? Is it good? Is it sufficient? Rather than I take profit, I also take fee. So 2 times. So in my company, car company, we don't take fee. So we just take profit sharing. We share. Profit sharing, or we call it mudharabah concept. Are we okay? Okay, surplus sharing means underwriting. We call it as underwriting surplus. And we've got the Takaful investment, and we've got the PRF fund. So these are under 2 big portion of the fund. PRF, remember, as well as PIF. So what does the PRF stand for? At least you understand this before you go back in the afternoon. The words of PRF stand for? Fund, okay. Another one? Investment fund. In the participant investment fund, even though there's a sharing, but on top of that, I've forgotten to share with you, there are type of fund will be invested by fund manager. There is a low risk fund, there is a medium risk fund, and last but not least, higher risk fund or high risk fund. So low risk, low risk, low return or low profit. Medium risk, medium return or medium profit. And high risk, yes, high return. Simple as that. In Malaysia, there is no such a word, low risk, high return. Low risk, high return, this is a scam. So Malaysia is very popular with the investment scam. Very, very popular. So be very careful, especially those who are retired soon in Malaysia. The scammers, they know you will be retiring soon. So you will be my next victim. They know, they get some, your detail, your personal detail or personal information somewhere. Sometimes they buy from others, parties, the third parties, we do not know. Okay, so that information, so I will try to scam you. Are we okay? Let's move on to the diagram or the model, actual model. Remember I mentioned earlier on, participant pays what? Participants pays contribution. Some portion of the contribution will be split into 2. Participant investment fund and risk fund. Remember, risk funds to pay off what? Claims. The investment, the purpose is to grow your fund. Okay guys, have you heard the words lapse or lapse session? Those from the insurance industry, I believe you have heard the words lapse sessions. Okay. This is another setback of the both. If participant investment fund, listen carefully, if participant investment fund does not have enough, we call it cash value or money, the certificate will be lapse. Lapse means there's no what? There's no coverage. Meaning to say, during lapse session, participant dies. Will Takaful operator pays the sum covered? Let's say, for example, 1 million earlier on, just now I mentioned. During the lapse session, no. There's no coverage will be payable. Remember that. That is why, to ensure, as an agent, they need to educate the client. They must have the investment fund, the cash value, we call it as a cash value or fund value. they must be there. If not, the certificate will lapse. If lapse, there is no coverage. So that's a setback. Yes? Yeah.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, this thing about labs is very important. I just wanted to share with you. Quite recently, one of my friend's father, who has family Takaful, okay, and he paid or he contributed 10 years, okay, and then finally he said, like, too much, and then he stopped. On the day he stopped, he fell sick. I mean, on the year he stopped. So the insurance cannot cover. I mean, the Takaful cannot cover. So you have to plan well if you want to take this. Otherwise, all your contribution, cannot be, paid. And this is nothing wrong with the contract or with the Takaful operator. This is just how you plan your protection.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Any question from the floor? Lab session is a very serious issue in Malaysia for Takaful operator. We had a discussion last week with my team. Ben Negara highlighted on the lab sessions. If the high rates of the lab session in Malaysia, meaning to say Malaysian cannot be protected. So that is setback, guys. Be very careful, because what mentioned Encik Razi earlier on, some client pay already 20 years, got, in my experience, and no coverage will be payable, no coverage payable to the family members. Why? Due to lab sessions. You just imagine the client pays 20 years. Do you think 20 years is a short term? No, it's a long term. Suddenly, at the age 20 years, no payment because retired. I got no money to contribute, for example. And what happened to my certificate or policy? Lapse. And few days later, not only fall sick, dies. More even sad is dies. When dies, what happened? Will family member receive the amount, the sum covered? No, sorry. So who can help? Even agent cannot help. Takaful operator cannot help. Bank Negara also cannot help. Who can help the family members? The answer is government law. What? What is the answer? The government law or your nearest family member. Do you think your nearest family member can contribute 1,000 to the family, to the spouse who has just passed, the husband passed away, and without any Takaful? Takaful because of the lab session earlier on. Takaful, what do you call it? Sum covered. Is it fair? Is it fair to the family members? The answer is no. Yes, madam.
Malaysia, do you have a cash surrender value for lapsations? Does the policy in Malaysia have the provision for a cash surrender value if there is lapsation of the policy? Can we withdraw a portion of our savings? Yeah.
If you have a cash value, in Malaysia, they are allowed, you guys are allowed, I mean the participant is allowed to withdraw some portion, but there is a minimum because we want to control on the lab sessions. But somehow or other, Takaful operator also cannot control because of the client do not pay the contribution. And the fund value depleted, and at the day, zero. If zero, is there any coverage? No, there's no more coverage, lab session. But what is the function of the cash value in the PIF? In the event, let's say for example, if the event of emergency happened, what is the meaning of emergency, ladies and gentlemen? There are a lot of definition of emergency. Let's say I give an example. During Hari Raya, everyone who go back. In Malaysia, everyone who busy want to go back to hometown. Okay, from Kuala Lumpur to Johor, to Kuala Lumpur to Kelantan, so on. So everyone drive. And suddenly, cars backgrounds in the middle of the highway or roads. Who can help? Can you call your agent? Bro, can you withdraw my Takaful fund 500 ringgit, Malaysia ringgit? What's the answer? During festive season, mean during Hari Raya. Who's going to pay? Can agent say, I can transfer 500? No. Office all closed during Hari Raya. So emergency funds, let's say for example, my child wants to further studies. I want to take some portion of cash value and put in my, to pay off the tuition fee, for example. Can it be done? Yes, the answer can be done. But you have to plan earlier because the partial withdrawal process, it takes about at least minimum 6 days, TAT turnaround time, allowable by the Bank Negara. T, they call it T plus, some company T plus 6, T plus 7, some company T plus 10. So it's, as long as Bank Negara approve, then should be problem. Are we okay? Why some company T plus 7, T plus 6? Because the size of the Takaful operators, the fund, the process, a lot of things. As long as within the scope, maybe within the time period, let's say for example 7 days or 10 days, you need to make sure that the withdrawal happen and transferred to the client's account. Okay, I got the 6 minutes. So this is the Wakalah model. You can read in your, but those who doesn't have a workbook, you can take a picture. Please take a picture. Okay, I go back again. So Wakalah model. So the money will go to the investment. Investment will have a profit. Profit, they will charge performance fee, remember, to pay the fee to the fund manager. And then fund manager is representative from the Takaful operator. It's a staff, it's a fund manager. Okay. Now, under participant fund, remember I said there is a surplus. Okay, if there is a surplus, surplus will go to the participant. So at early of the year, participant will receive a text message from the Takaful operator. 400 ringgit or 1,000 or 3,000, 6,000 peso has been credited into your account. Okay, okay? Where the money come from? Yes, a surplus. It is not a donation. It is a surplus. Okay. Under the risk fund, Takaful operator must ensure that claim payable, if there is a claim. Re-Takaful, we need to pay to the Re-Takaful company. In Malaysia, we got two, if I'm not mistaken. Munich Re and Swiss Re. And there is a reserve fund. What is the purpose of reserve fund? Contingency. Remember? Emergency, I talked about emergency earlier on. So that emergency will use to pay in the event of risk fund is not sufficient to pay the claim, we will take from reserve fund. Okay? So this is the diagram of the Wakalah fee. Let's move on to Mudarabah. So Mudarabah, if you look at this, very simple. Participant pay contribution, they put money in the risk fund, and the risk fund will invest the money. Okay, and then profit, but is there any performance fee here? No. Because of profit sharing. Because of profit sharing. So profit sharing, the money will go back to some investment fund, some PRF fund, allowable by the Bank Negara. That's it. Is there any Wakalah fee here? No. So Mudarabah concept, those Takaful operator applies this, they will do the job first. And the revenue comes later. What happens if negative? I do my job first, but at the end of the year, what happened? Deficit. How? So it's borne, the losses borne by participant. Are we okay? Clear? Here it goes here. If profit, it goes to shareholder fund. In investment like that, you invest, who bear the loss? You lah. You yourself will bear the loss. If returns, if there is a profit, who earn the profit? Yeah, you as well. That's a investment. So that's why there is a risk in investment. So the participant must aware on that. It is not borne both. Party is not responsible for both party, only one party. Okay, let's move on. So this is a description. You can read the description. So hybrid model, simple. One wakalah, one profit. The difference is there is no performance fee here. Are we okay? Because of profit sharing. Okay, this is the... So general Takaful model also similar. I'm not going to run through. If you look at the general Takaful, most likely quite similar. So what I want to share with you is, we go move fast forward. Yes, this one. Page don't have a page. Okay, remember just now I said wakalah fee. I've already mentioned here, management expenses, and the distribution cost is a agency commission. The other name of agency commission is distribution cost. Are we okay? 57. Performance fee, fund management. Surplus sharing is a surplus sharing from fee. But my current company, we don't charge. We don't charge the fee under the surplus, because surplus already distributed accordingly. So we don't take we don't take fee on top of the profit share. No, we don't do that. Okay, issue of surplus distribution versus reserve, because there's some confusion. What is the meaning of distribution? Distribution is surplus. What is reserve? Reserve to pay off the claim if a PRF is not sufficient. Hibah versus nomination. Remember I talked about hibah earlier on. Hibah is a gift, as Dr. Habib said. Hibah is a gift, but we practice in Malaysia conditional hibah. We don't use hibah mutlak. We use conditional hibah. Conditional hibah will take place after the decease of the participants. So then some cover will be payable to the beneficiaries. Nomination is used in Takaful, also used in insurance. Nomination means to nominate who will receive the money. But hibah is a concept who, in Islamic concept, to give as a, actually is a gift. Give to give someone that you love without any return. For example, if I got, remember, gold, I give you gold because I love you, I give it to you, it belongs to you. Offer and acceptance. I offer, he or she will accept. Let's say, for example, wife accept, then hibah. That one hibah mutlak, but this one hibah conditional hibah. Okay. Issue. I give example. Give me 3 minutes before 3 to 4 minutes. Okay. This is the wakalah mudarabah issue in Malaysia. First thing first, surplus sharing is forbidden. It's not haram, but it's forbidden. Because they said PRF belong to the participant. But the question is, who manage the fund? Yeah, Takaful operator. So there will be a profit sharing. The money comes from the participant. It's a participant's money. But who manage the fund? The PRF fund. The Takaful operator. So that's why the profit will be shared too. but there's a dispute on this. Number 2, agency. Agency refer to Takaful operator may wish to maximize profit. How they maximize profit? They cancel the claim, reject the claim. Let's say, for example, there's a 5 million claim coming in, I reject. Then I find some kind of mistake, so it means that I don't want to pay. Takaful operator don't want to pay. Example, just example. So at the end of the day, there's a lot of profit. But it actually is against. If Bank Negara knows this, based on the reporting, then Takaful operator will be penalized. Agent receive fee and possess more information. Agent means not individual agent, but it's a Takaful operator. They are the one who receive and they have information because they are the one who manage the PRF fund. But the problem is there is no participant. There's no what they call it, representative from the participant to become top management. Are we okay so far? Because participant, it is just a pay contribution. They are not a board of director. They purchase Takaful products only. But there's a dispute. Here is because they pay, they are the principal. Supposedly the principal must be part of the board of directors. Let's say, for example, a stock market. If you buy share in the stock market, you are the part of the small portion of the company. So you are allowed to go, what? Annual general meeting as an investor to the company. But in Takaful, no. Even though I pay, the money goes to the investment. I'm not the, so the participant is not the, what they call it, participant is just a participant. They just pay the contribution to get the protection. Simple as that. Okay, Mudarabah model. Here, they said contribution donated by participants. So contribution paid by participant. But Takaful operator should not receive, or participant should not receive the PRF, surplus sharing. No. Because donate, donate. Donate means I give, no return. But still allowed until now, a lot of Takaful operator apply Mudarabah model, they also take the surplus sharing. Since TO act as a manager or trustee, the remuneration and salary to CEO, head of legal, head of compliance, is fixed and is not allowed to share a profit. This is the dispute. Number 3, surplus should not be shared with participant because it is donated. Surplus from PRF and PIF also, both cannot be because it's belong to the, because it's a donated. Contribution is a donated, it's a donation. And new participants do not have a right over all surplus. This, basically they all agree on this. But 1, 2, 3 still a dispute until now. Wakalah model, for certificate, before at the end of the certificate, the question arises, the right to retain wakalah fee. Okay. This is also a popular question. I give example. Some argue that wakalah fee shall be taken period where the certificate is in force will remaining. Okay. Let's say, for example, I pay annually. So 500 ringgit Malaysia, for example, with the sum covered of 1 million. I pay 5,000, sorry, 6,000. 500 ringgit times 12, how much? 6,000. So in the month of, let's say for January, February, March. So I don't want to continue. I want to stop. Supposedly, the balance of the 7 months, 12 minus 3, 9 months. 9 months should be payable back to the participant. But under wakalah model, no. Because what? Because you have appoint Takaful operator to manage the fund. Meaning to say, wakalah fee has already taken. Contract has already started. But is it fair if 8 months or 9 months not payable to the participants? So meaning to say, client won't receive a 9-month contribution. They will receive only cash value, the balance. Only the balance, not the full balance of, let's say, for example, 9 times 500, how much? 4,500. Supposedly, I have to get my 4,500, but I won't get 5,400. I will get lesser than that, probably 1,000 plus because of the fee. The fee has been taken earlier because wakalah concept. Some argue that entire wakalah fee should be returned as a whole. Yes, as a whole should be returned. Meaning to say I pay 1 year, 1 year have to pay. Even though I stop somewhere in March or April, or even because the whole here is belong to the participant. So we need to give back to the participant. But in this case, in the wakalah model, because I have already paid to the Takaful operator to manage the fund. So meaning to say job has already almost done. But suddenly client decide not to continue, to stop paying contribution, meaning to say we are allowed to give some portion, but some dispute say no, some argue no. You have to give all. So is it fair to the Takaful operator? It's not fair because Takaful operator already done their job. Okay guys, that's all. We stop here for a while because this is my end of the slide. We shall take a 5-minute breaks, 5-minute breaks, or in Malaysia we call it toilet break, not hell break, or some call it smoking break. Okay. Okay, coming back around 9. Oh, sorry, 11. So 5 minutes? So 5 minutes, come back here. Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you, sir. Now let's have a 5 minutes break. But before that, now keep yourselves connected, ladies and gentlemen, to our event. Follow us on social media, the Facebook page of ICIFE 2024 MSU, that's AICIF, to get quick Facebook updates. I guess the Facebook page is updating every now and then. Tag us and use the hashtag ICIFE 2024 so we can see and share your highlights too. Thank you so much.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. To the LCD projector, you cannot see the red dot. So I need to turn on. Correct. Yeah, I don't know why. But yeah, okay. Yeah, here.
welcome back to the next session. Let us get started with the third session on Takaful products. I am inviting once again here on stage Sir Muhammad Zafifi bin Jamaluddin.
Okay. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay guys, before we begin, can everyone stand up? Make sure you have a partner left and right. If you don't have, never mind. So I need male and male, female and one line. Okay. So this activity, we're gonna do a little bit activity, simple activity. There's no movement. Mean you are not, you are not required to move around. Just stay at your table. So what I want to do is, I want you to turn right. Okay, and right hand. Put up your right hand. Put the shareholder in front of your friends, your partner. And left hand. Put the front. When I say on the count 1, 2, 3, I want you to massage shoulder of your friend. All right, great. Ah, 1 hour. Okay, massage, please. We want to avoid anyone sleeping in the class. Okay, massage. Okay, chopping your friend. Okay. Punching a little bit, punching. Punch. All right. Very good. Okay, very good. Again, still. I haven't said stop. Continue. Okay, chopping again. And massage. All right, stop. And turn left. Okay, same instruction. Right hand, both hand. Okay, 1, 2, 3, massage. Guys, this is a free massage. You don't need to go to massage center. Massage, come on guys. You guys are sporting. Massage, don't worry. Okay, great. Chopping. Great. Punch, a little bit, punch. Okay, chopping again. And go back to massage. All right, thank you very much. High five your partner. Guys. Okay, guys, I want to avoid the sleep and someone sleeping in the class. So you have to be fresh. So the next topic will be Takaful products. So again, I will talk in the area of family Takaful plan. So family Takaful, they have 3 products. I'm given 45 minutes. I'll do the best to make it fast. First, we call it ordinary family Takaful plan. Under ordinary, there is 3, whole life, endowment, and term. Investment link, guys, remember I mentioned about PIF. You remember that? So this is under investment link plan. Okay, it's also applied in ordinary family Takaful plan as well. So there is a regular type, single type. What is the meaning of regular type? Regular, you mean you pay on monthly basis, half yearly, quarterly, or annually. This is allowed in Malaysia. Okay, I think in Philippines, probably we come out with you can follow that such arrangement. And last but not least, we call it as a medical card. Medical cards, there are two types. One is a standalone. Standalone means without the basic plan. What is the meaning of without basic plan? Without the core product. So I can buy only medical card only without core product. What is the meaning of core product? Means that it's cover death, TPD. It provide death, TPD as well as a CI coverage. That's what we call basic plan. Are we okay? So another one is call it riders. What is the meaning of riders? A ride motorcar, motorbike? What is the meaning of riders in the point of view of Takaful or insurance? Riders stand for supplementary coverage. Let's say, for example, I take one basic plan which cover death or TPD, as well as I want to add medical card. So medical card will be the riders. I want to add the allowances. Okay, when I am admitted in the hospital, I add the allowances. Meaning to say, if I admit 5 days, I will receive allowance. 5 days, you are not working, am I right? Some country, your salary will not be payable if you are on MC. So, MC, due to admitted in the hospital, you will be payable. Is it good? If the Takaful operator give you the money? So let's say, for example, one day 100 or peso, for example, 1,000 peso. For example, if 5 days admitted in hospital, you can claim how many? 5,000 pesos. Is it good? That's good. Seriously. Okay, on average, what is the meaning to say a minimum wage per day in Cagayan? Private. Average, Cagayan. 350 peso. So let's say, for example, I want to take 500 peso per day, and Takaful operator pays you. And the best part, all the medical bills will be borne by Takaful operator. Is it okay? And the cost of operation, for example, like 50,000 or 100,000 peso, for example. Who's going to pay 100,000 peso? Do you want to pay by your money? No. So there's a third party will help you to pay. So the third party is called Takaful operator, with the requirement, the condition is you need to buy or purchase medical card. So this is like I give example, analogy of car. If you want to buy a new car, especially for male, okay, let's say, for example, here I saw taxi Vios here. Okay, yesterday I saw many taxi Vios. If you buy Vios, for example, you wanna buy in here, how many version of Vios? The model, 5 models. In Malaysia, I think 3 models only. Basic, medium, and advanced, something like that. But here, Vios. Yeah, G, something like that. So determine the basic, medium, and advanced. Okay, if you want to buy a car, male, you want to buy basic or you want to buy advanced? Advanced comes with the additional features, right? Sport rim, 17-inch. What else? The LCD. You want a big LCD. Basic, not even LCD. So meaning to say, the moment you add of your additional features, how do you feel? Especially those single, no girlfriend. How do you feel if you bring girlfriend inside the car? Wow. So you want to attract the girl, right? So you want to something like show off. So if you have a car, a basic car, or if you have advanced car, which one you feel proud? You feel that you want to show off? Advanced, right? Your engine is even turbo, for example. So what does it mean? What it means is you have additional features. In Takaful, if you have additional features, mean you will have additional coverage. But if you buy Vios basic car, is it cheaper as compared to advanced car model? Yes. So meaning to say, in Takaful, if you add more riders or supplementary coverage, it costs you more. Meaning to say, your peso will be higher. Are we okay so far? Follow? Very good. Let's go to the type of Takaful product and benefit. Remember I mentioned to you ordinary. The other name of ordinary is traditional. Insurance, they call it traditional. Takaful, we call it ordinary. You can copy paste exactly, shouldn't be a problem. Okay, because we want to differentiate Takaful and insurance. That's why we use the different terms. But the skeleton or the features remain unchanged. Same. The features same. But the model, remember the morning model and the Takaful definition is totally different as compared insurance and Takaful. But the product wise, more or less similar to the insurance. Product wise, we can compare. We can copy each other. Right? It's allowable in Bank Negara, in Malaysia. But the model must be different totally with the insurance. Conventional, we call it conventional insurance. Okay, level term. What is the meaning of level term? You pay same. If you pay 100 peso throughout the year up to maturity. Are we okay? Some covered will be payable upon death. For level term, this is a basic product. Normally, they will only cover death. How about TPD? First thing first, I want to ask a question. Do you know the definition of total permanent disability? Total permanent disability. Total permanent disability means you cannot work anymore. Bedridden. And Takaful operator will pay the claim to the beneficiaries. No, sorry, to you, to your account, because you're still alive. The only thing is you cannot work anymore. So the money, family member will use the money to maintain you because you're still alive. That's a TPD. TPD means there is a definition, accurate definition of a TPD. TPD means you cannot perform any work continuously for the next 6 months, 180 days, 6 months. So if you cannot perform within 6 months, after the 6 months, hospital, doctors will issue the medical record, and that medical record you can bring to the Takaful operator to claim. Are we okay? So you cannot perform. Mr. Zafifi, how about if in the month 3, I can perform work? So there's no TPD payable. Are we okay? All right, good. Term may be 25 years or even 30 years. But the coverage up to 65, 70 or 70. Term normally is shorter. Okay, can I ask questions? In here, do you have housing loan? Yes. How long do you pay your housing loan? Until? Have you checked? In Malaysia, Bank Negara allows up to 70 years old. Irregardless of your age, you buy property at 40 or 35 or 30 years old or even 50 years old. So the tenure to pay the loan up to 70. 70 is the maximum. Okay, here is 65. Okay, if you look at this, 65 years old or 70, because maximum must be 70, cannot be more than 70. Because why? Life expectancy of Malaysian after 70, what happened? Yeah, this is a signal, he showed the signal. So it's no longer around. So that's a life expectancy. For female, 75, if I'm not mistaken. If you look at the statistic, male, 73. Why female, live longer? Why? You know, wife every day mumbling at home. So that is one of the reason. Stress. So, okay, just joking. So there is no cash value for level term. Okay, level term will be used normally, if a short term, we can use for pay housing loan. In Malaysia, those who purchase housing loan, they are not obligated to take insurance or takaful from the bank. They can buy outside. Outside means they can buy other takaful operator, not the bank. Are we okay so far? So, in this case, I'll buy another product from the takaful operator to compensate my housing loan. If, let's say, now my housing loan, 200,000 or 500,000, the balance of outstanding loan. So, today if I die, who's going to pay the balance of 200,000? Is it bank or is it takaful operator? So, it's takaful operator if you take a level term product. Are we okay? Term means there are certain numbers of years, then after that, terminate, finish already. No more coverage. If you select, let's say for example, car how many years in Philippines? You pay loan? 5 years. In Malaysia, maximum 9 years. So you can buy insurance up to 9 years. But car in Malaysia will be renewable. Then, you see, renewable. So I can renew on yearly basis. Same goes to life. As long as you don't have any claim on death or TPD, and you are still healthy, you can still continue paying a contribution. They call it as a renewable term. So renewable short. Are we okay so far? So normally renewable, you pay low, you get high, some covered. That's the features, a little bit features about renewable and level term. Okay, this is example. So this, the above one is a level term, the below one is renewable term. So you pay 5 years. But you can be covered up to 60 or 70. Meaning to say after 5 years, can I decide to continue? Yes. If you decide to continue, it's allowable. Is there any additional underwriting? No, no need. There's no more assessment required. You just pay and continue. Just inform the takaful operator, I want to continue. Where the assessments come in? Here. When you want to purchase the takaful product, so company will assess your two things. Takaful operator will assess you two things. One is your financial affordability. Another one is the most important, your health. Are we okay? So financial and health. Why? You must be healthy first. Second, you must be afford to pay. So to avoid the lapse sessions. Decreasing term. This is also part of the level term just now. This is, in Malaysia we call it mortgage reducing term takaful. This product, it's sold by bank. If MRTT, sold by Islamic bank. Are we okay? Let's say for example, this is the loan. You buy the loan, you buy house with the loan of 500,000. After 50 years, the participant dies. You see that? So the balance is 250. Who's going to pay? Who's going to pay? Family members or takaful? Takaful will pay the balance. This is what we call mortgage reducing. As time goes by, when you pay housing loan, your loan drops, right? Reduce. So let's say, for example, 15 years, this is the balance, including the interest or the profit bank. Then the participant dies. Who's going to pay the balance? Takaful operator. Takaful operator will pay the balance to the bank. Then your debts, no more already. The house belong to, beneficiaries. So beneficiary does not need to pay the balance. Is it okay? Yeah. So that's why it's important to protect yourself as well as protect the asset as well. Right? Okay. Whole life means you pay up to 80, 90, 100 years. In Malaysia, now we do have only maximum 100 years. Have you heard Tun Mahathir? Our ex or former Prime Minister of Malaysia? Have you heard? Anyone heard Tun Mahathir? Mahathir Mohamad, our former president. And the first president in the world who got the president twice. Same goes to who? The latest one. Yeah, Donald Trump. Donald Trump won the US presidential election, I think 3rd November. So he is the second prime minister or president in the world who hold presidential 2 times. Okay, so Tun Mahathir, in Malaysia, one of our former presidents, now his age is 98 years old. If whole life plan, it will be 100 years. So how many years to go? 2 years to go. So if he has a Takaful products plan, so he needs to pay another 2 years. And then after that, policy matured. How about if he alive 101 year and he dies? Will Takaful operator pay the sum covered? No. Why? Policy matured at 100 years only. That's the maximum. If he dies at the age of 101, no more coverage. Because policy or certificate terminate. That's a signal. So this is a signage of terminate. Okay, great. Whole life is cheaper as like a renewable term. But some product has a cash value. Cash value means what? You can withdraw your cash value. But in conventional guys, if you have a cash value, okay, you will be charged. In Takaful, if you have a cash value, you want to withdraw, you won't be charged. No riba. Are we okay? Okay, so there is no involvement riba in the cash value, in Takaful, to be exact. Are we okay? Okay, let's move on. So this is the whole life plan. You see, 80, 90, 100 years. There's also a limited whole life. Limited whole life means you pay short, you cover longer. Do you want pay short and cover longer? Who are interested? Okay, I want to ask you a question. Who are interested? You pay Takaful short term, but you will be covered whole life. You got what I mean? I pay, for example, I pay only 20 years, but my coverage up to 80 years old. What happened after 20 years? Do I need to pay? No need. So we need to say, you will be covered by Takaful operator. So if you are no longer around, dies, for example, or TPD, so you will be payable. Your family member will receive the money. Are we okay? Is that good? Pay short, cover long. That's happened in Malaysia. We do have that products in the market. It's good because it's cater to high net worth client. I believe all of you are high net worth client. You are high net worth. You are millionaire here, I believe. So those are millionaires. They want to pay short term. They don't want to pay long term. Like a business owner. You ask a business owner, do you want to pay short term? No. They don't want to pay short term. Sorry, they want to pay only short term. So far in Malaysia, the shortest pay for Takaful is how many years? Guess. Yes, very good. Correct. 5 years only. But I can be covered up to 80 years old. Can. Let's say my age now is 30 years old. I only paid up to 35. But after 35, 36, I don't need to pay up to 80 years old. Okay? Just imagine, after 36, at the age of 36 years old, you don't need to pay any single cent from the Takaful operator. You only pay 5 years, 30 up to 35. Is it good? Seriously, is it really good? Or you want to pay up to 80 years old? Which is which? You want to pay short or you want to pay full term? Short. So this is also a benefit to the client. This is a new features. So another one is endowment plan. Okay, endowment is, this is the most popular. One of the most popular in Malaysia, endowment plan. Endowment, yes, endowment plan. What's good about endowment plan is, I give example. If Takaful, you pay, you will get only some covered in previous product, level, renewable, or decreasing term. But endowment, there is a even additional. This is like a sport car. This is like what? Sport car. You contribute, you get coverage, death coverage, you get TPD coverage. On top of that, you will also get return, dividend, bonus. Is that good? You pay, as long as you pay, you get. Is it wonderful? But the price slightly expensive. What? Slightly expensive. Because as mentioned earlier, basic car versus advanced car. So which one is the most expensive? Advanced car. So this is advanced. So advanced, slightly more expensive. But it is good product. Why? Because you will earn. While you are protecting yourself, you are also earning profit. 2 in 1. Is that good? Definitely good. Because when you invest, you invest. But this one, you invest, comes together with protection. Or you protect yourself and you get the investment profit. Is that good? That's really, really good. You see? You get 12%. This is another one features, cash rebate. Once again, cash rebate. Cash rebate simple. I put 1,000, I get 5%. Let's say for example, I contribute 1,000, I contribute 10,000 per year annually. 10,000, I get 5%. How much? 500 peso, for example. Is that good? 500 peso? 500 peso will be credited into your account. Is that good? On top of that, you will receive investment profit. Is that good? On top of that, you get the coverage. Is that good? But this is a bit expensive. It's good product, expensive. This is also popular in Malaysia. Very, very, very popular. Are we okay? Among Takaful operators. If agent wants to earn higher income, 6 digit on yearly basis, or even 6 digit on monthly basis, they sell this product. Or they propose this product to the client. Okay? So move on. For general, I hand over to Encik Razi. Give a round of applause to Encik Razi.
Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh again. So I'll be taking over temporarily to discuss about general Takaful product. Okay, so if you are familiar with insurance, you have life insurance, and then you have general insurance. So similar economic impact and benefit to the Takaful. Okay, you have family Takaful is actually life insurance. I mean, in terms of the benefit and arrangement. I'm not talking about contract, I'm not talking about the Sharia aspect, but in terms of the impact to the customer is similar. Okay, it covers the life of the person who apply, and it covers the family. But as I mentioned earlier about life and protection, okay, we need to protect also our wealth. Okay, so wealth is to protect the wealth is the general insurance or general Takaful. So this is a variation of products. It's the type of product. Okay, so my presentation is just to present to you what are some example of products that covered by Takaful. But it is just a sample. There are many products that can covered by general Takaful. For example, I came here 2 days ago. Okay, I sign up or I apply travel Takaful or travel insurance. So that is another product under general Takaful. So what does it cover? In case if na'udzubillah min zalik, if there is any hospitalization, it will take care of the payment. Okay, let's say if the flight, okay, I was a bit scared because when I was in Manila while waiting for my flight to Cagayan, I received an alert to say that, you know, some sectors of the flight in the Philippines is stopped due to the cyclone. So these are the things that may cover, depends on the terms and condition of your travel insurance or travel Takaful. These are the terms that can cover when you miss your flight. Okay, so of course I have to pay now to buy the new ticket, but when I go back to Kuala Lumpur, I can claim. Okay, and this happened to me, just to share with everyone before we go to the boring part. This happened to me when my youngest daughter graduated in the US in May this year. So we went to Chicago, whole family. But we take a complete general insurance to cover any kind of accident happens during the trip. Okay, so somehow, okay, one of our luggage broken. Okay, and then quickly we take a picture and just using apps, okay, send to Takaful. Immediately they give us about, I think, equivalent to 800 ringgit, which is about 180 US dollar. I mean, the bag cost me about 200 ringgit, so I got 800 ringgit. So surplus. Do I need to return back? No, it's already in the contract. So these are the things that can benefit. So what I'm trying to say is that in terms of economics benefit, when they wanted to create Takaful, they have to first understand insurance. So later on, when you, after this class, when you wanted to plan for your community-based insurance using the concept under your cooperative, let's say MSU have a cooperative, or Bangsamoro establish one cooperative to run a test case for Takaful operation, you can do that. Because I think in Philippines, I have studied, under cooperative law, you can do anything but limited to your member. So this is something that you don't have to wait until the federal change the law. You can do it now under cooperative law. Okay, so this is something for us to think about. So yeah, you don't mind I stand down? Yeah, okay. Okay, so this for today's, because of time, for today's class, I just come up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 types of general Takaful. And these are all product features. I'm not talking about the structure, contract, you've learned that already. I'm just briefing you the product features, yeah? So let me go first with Motor Takaful, okay? So Motor Takaful, what does it cover? It covers vehicle damage, theft, and third-party liability. I think this is quite standard. Similar, insurance, Takaful, same thing. Only the contract is different. and the structure is different. Okay, under Takaful, you cannot take out the element of ta'awun or tabaruk. Okay, whereas in insurance is purely buy and sell, buy the protection. But in terms of benefits and coverage, it's the same thing. Okay, and then you have comprehensive third party. Everyone understand comprehensive third party. Okay, third party covers the damage to the person that you hit. Okay, so your insurance will be covering the person. In Malaysia, this is compulsory. I'm not sure here, this is compulsory. And recently, because of the change of climate in the world, okay, so Malaysians experience a lot of natural disaster as well, but not the same type like in the Philippines where you have typhoon and volcano. We don't have volcano, we don't have typhoon, but we experience earthquake, and then we experience flood. And flood is almost every week, every month, there is a flood, yeah? So flood, okay, flood, all cars using carburetor, no problem. You can run. But new cars, where you have the computer control inside the cars, or EV, the moment it's submerged, is total loss, okay? Now there is a general insurance under motor insurance called flood insurance. Yeah, so, and it's just recently introduced, I think about 3 years ago, and it's very pricey because usually it covers a whole car. Okay, so Sharia compliance operates on the principle of mutual cooperation and tabaruk, and coverage example, accidental damage, a participant car involved in an accident where the rear end, the rear end to another vehicle. The Takaful covers repair the cost of vehicle and any liability to the other one, the third party. So when you knock, it covers your car and it covers the other car as well. Okay? So the rest, if you have your workbook, please read because it's self-explanatory. So I'll be very quick here. Next is property, Takaful, fire, house owner, and householder. Okay, this is a different kind of Takaful that just now Mr. Zafifi explained about financing the house. Okay, the earlier presentation is to cover the inability for you to continue paying the finance of your house. And this one is different. This one is to protect any damage to your home in the event of fire. Okay? I will go on this because I think, again, this is rather straightforward. This I took from product information. Okay? I just copy brochure and then I put it here so that you can understand and you can get the feeling. Okay? Next, I move into marine aviation and transit Takaful. This one does not apply to individual, okay? I mean, any individual usually don't apply, but companies that do import and export, okay, they will do this to protect their imports goods or export goods during the transit, okay? So what does it cover? Okay, for marine Takaful, it covers the loss or damage to ship, cargo, and freight. Aviation Takaful covers aircraft and associated liabilities. Transit Takaful protect goods transported by land or sea or air. Okay? Yep. I move to the next one. Okay? Accident Takaful. Okay, this one I may want to go detail. Okay, this is very, very popular and important. It covers financial support in the event of accident, covering medical expenses, disability, accidental death. Okay, it is more or less similar to life Takaful, but it is focusing more on the general part of it. Okay, so personal accident, okay, individual protection for medical expenses, group accident coverage for group, often offered by the employers to the employee. Benefits, compensation for injury, permanent disability, death, and due to accident. Okay, and then I move on. Okay, yeah. Okay, next one is liability Takaful. Protects against claims for damage or injuries caused by third party. You have public liability, product liability, and employer liability. Say, for example, if you own a hotel like this hotel, Mulberry Hotel, and one of the glass of the building fell down and hit someone, okay? So, and then someone trying to sue you for the medical expenses. So your Takaful or insurance company will cover that cost. So this is what they call it as public damage. Product liability covers the claim related to product defects. Okay, this is normal. Nowadays, we do have, okay, in Malaysia and I think in many other markets, they are very popular now, the online e-commerce. Yeah? Here, I'm not too sure, but over there, Shopee is like number one. Yeah? I heard, while the speaker earlier talking, I heard some notification from one of you about Shopee. I mean, okay, so Shopee is here, right? So in Malaysia, Shopee now work together with a third-party insurance company to cover the product damage. But you have choice whether you want to pay or you not pay. Especially when you buy electrical item like handphones, yeah? And then they give, do you want to cover if the defects comes in? So I think it's good because it's actually very cheap. You just, for a phone that costs you like $1,000 equivalent, okay, you just cover like less than 10%. It's about 80 ringgit or 80 USD price or not, sorry, premium or contribution to pay to cover the defect of the product. Okay, protection for employers against claim by employees, employees' liability. Now, there are many things, the employees' liability. If you have staff, for example, if you have staff and then there's a business, you send your staff into a mission for a business. You send it overseas and something happened, okay? And the staff feel that it is your fault. Okay, and then the staff say, okay, I need to sue you because of this thing that happened. So this is the situation where the insurance or Takaful company will then investigate, and it is, if it falls under the term that has been agreed, they will pay the staff. Okay, so when you start seeing this, you see how universal Takaful product is. It can cover many things that that you applicable in your business other than your life. But the most important thing is to protect the wealth, whether you are an employee or whether you are an owner of a car or whether you are employee. It is to protect your economic objective. Okay, I think that's all. Any question on general Takaful? Okay. It is very popular now. There's one new update, new concept of general Takaful that is very popular in the market in Malaysia now. They call it micro Takaful. Micro Takaful, they even can cover smallest thing. Okay, during the pandemic, during the COVID MCO, there's a restriction of movement. Okay, there's a so almost everyone cannot go to the office. Okay, but in Malaysia they put zoning. Okay, within your residential area, you can go out. Not during this emergency, when they are about to move out from emergency, they slowly open. Okay, so within 10 kilometers or 20 kilometers you can go, but you cannot cross. Okay, so what happened? So people who are bought in the house buy bicycle, the road bicycle, you know, and bicycle is not the cheap one, the one that costs a lot, you know, like the one that they go for big competition. Yeah, it's so expensive, and it became an issue because when they lost something that is very expensive, and bicycle is easy to take or to be robbed, okay, or to it's easy to take. Yeah? Unlike cars, bicycle is easy to take. Okay, so insurance company introduced micro Takaful or Takaful company that covers the loss of your bicycle. So in advanced market in Malaysia, even the smallest thing they covered. Okay, like in the West, okay, although they are not now fall under Takaful, but the insurance business in the West can also cover, let's say you are a footballer, anything injured on your leg that you cannot play football, it will cover. So to that extent. So I think that's all. Yeah, if no question, if you can ask me during lunchtime, but please, lunchtime, ask easy question. Difficult question, don't ask during lunchtime because I cannot eat. I will talk 1 hour. Thank you so much.
Okay, guys. All right, sir. We've got 3 minutes. Coming back to the slide. Okay. Anyone have heard the story of MH370? What happened to 370? I think this news around the world. Okay. 370, MH370, the whole plan, it's covered by Allianz. Allianz, the day Prime Minister of Najib Tun Razak announced, at that particular time we were in the company, we were given instruction from the Bank Negara. Bank Negara want to see how the whole claim department, HOD of the department, before Prime Minister, our former Prime Minister Najib Tun Razak announced the plane, what they call it, landed in the Indian Ocean. There's this email sent by Bank Negara to the head of Takaful claim department. So we were there. I mean, the 11 Takaful operator were there. They were discussing on the passenger and the plane itself. Okay, when we discuss, Bank Negara said, please, this is the list of 255, if I'm mistaken, 235. So please look at the list within your company. Is there any clients, your customer, purchase your Takaful plan? Either general, either family. So check, yes, got. Then Bank Negara said, instruction, this is the Bank Negara instruction. Once Prime Minister announced, pay the compensations. I mean the sum covered. The next day, the moment, what do you call it? The moment Prime Minister announced, next day, Allianz announced in the Star newspaper, is the Malaysian newspaper, we paid 600 million to Malaysia Airlines. Is that good? Is that powerful? Why they announce? Why they announce? Why they announce? Because of marketing purposes. What does it mean? We are strong company in terms of financial. We can pay 600 million of the one plane. Is that good? So increase the public trust or confidence about the brand, the company brands. Are we okay? But the company is insurance, not Takaful. Okay, coming back to the Takaful, here the MH370, they cover both. One general, the airplane, and the passenger inside, the passenger itself. So look at the list of customer, do we pay or not? According to the legal, according to the contract, okay, issued by Bank Negara under IFSA, if a missing client, a missing person, MIA, you need to wait 7 years. But Takaful operator pays immediately the moment Prime Minister announced. What does it mean? This is an instruction from the government. Once the government say pay, then Takaful operator has to pay. So meaning to say the government supersede the act. Are we okay so far? So we pay the contribution. Some or other later, I think a few years back, or few years later, sorry, MH17 was shot and died. So that one can be considered as accident. So accident, we pay. But different MH370. 370 is not, what do you call it? It's not shot. it was hijacked by unknown. So if hijacked, first thing first, it is under exclusion. What is the meaning of exclusion? Means company won't pay, but instruction from the bank negara as well as the government pay. So as mentioned earlier, it is supersede, the government supersede the act. So it means to say it's really powerful, the Prime Minister instruction. Are we okay so far? Okay. Coming back to the slide. Okay, this is the most popular. Participant risk fund, participant investment fund. Remember that. So single contribution means I pay one time only. Okay. And regular contribution means I pay what? Regular. Okay, regular means I pay on monthly basis. Simple as that. One time means, let's say my age, now my age is, what do you call it? Let's say I do have, my age is 30 years old, I do have 500,000 peso from estate planning, estate I received from my previous family members. Because let's say for example, my parents dies, I got 500,000 cash. Okay, then can I put in the investment link product? Yes, can. One time only. It's like an investment. That's why they call it an investment lump sum. So lump sum you will pay one time only. So at the age of 31, do you need to pay? No need. 32? No need. 33? No need. So you can withdraw at any time your money. Are we okay so far? Okay. So how much is the wakalah fee? 5,000, 5%. The rest is 95% will go to the investment and protection. Are we okay? So 5% is a wakalah fee. This is fixed by the Bank Negara, by the central bank. So regular contribution, this is a structure of regular contribution. I'm not going to explain this, but I explain just a little bit. Okay, 3,500 ringgit Malaysia I pay on yearly basis. This is a yearly basis. So I divide into two. So 50%, 50%. So 50% will go to the PRF. Another balance, 50% will go to investment, PIF. Under PIF, you see the words allocated, unallocated. Unallocated is to pay wakalah fee. To pay what? Wakalah fee, very good. The balance will go to the fund. So go to the fund so that you can grow your investment. So grow your investment, but in Takaful, there will be charges, 3 fixed charges under Takaful. Investment link plan, which is tabaruk to pay the death TPD coverage, monthly service fee to maintain, and the fund management charge. Fund management charge is to pay who? Fund manager. Okay? So what is the tabaruk charge? Remember, tabaruk charge in Takaful products features is to pay your sum covered, your compensations. That's the main purpose. Okay? It's based on your age. Today your age is 30 years old, so your tabaruk cheap. But let's say if I buy 45 years old, so my tabaruk is higher. This, you see, 30 years old, male 1.872. This is a factor because you need to times. This is the calculation. So I have given you the calculation. This is an actual calculation. How about my age of 55? How much do I need to pay? 3.44. 3.44 times 100 sum covered. This is your sum covered. Divide by 1,000. You will get the number. And divide by 12. That's your monthly tabaruk. So tabaruk is important to be deducted. Okay? Under the investment link, what's beauty about investment link? Because there is opportunity to invest in many funds. In traditional, ordinary, you only allow one fund. You cannot choose. But in investment link, you can choose many funds. You want low risk, high risk, or medium risk. Are we okay? Okay. So, remember your question, sir? I want to withdraw. Can? Yes. There's a minimum, 1,000 withdrawal 2,000 balance. Must be kept in your fund. You cannot withdraw 2,000 because it is a, requirement. Surrender, I don't want to pay anymore. So, company will charge only 100 ringgit for Malaysians. And monthly service fee to maintain your policy over the years until maturity. So this is the riders. So riders, what is the purpose of riders? Additional riders is to provide your additional coverage. Okay, look at this. Medical card, to pay what? Hospital bill. Okay, my question is, if you are broken leg, or probably like a knee broken, and you need to undergo operation, how much does it cost? Peso? How much does it cost? Or is it borne by the government? So in Malaysia, if you have a medical card, you will be protected 100%. And your operation immediate. In Malaysia, if you choose government, you have to wait. Are you willing to wait? The service is slow, sorry to say. This is, Minister of Health need to look into it because the service level for government hospital very slow. I got a friend, accident, half the leg gone because the leg was hit by lorry, the tire of the lorry, and gone. And he went to the hospital. It takes about 1 day, almost 1 day. No one attended the patients. 1 day, morning till afternoon, no doctors, no, because full house. Hospital, government, full house. If you have medical card, you go to the private immediately. Is it okay? Because what happened is that my friends, his leg when it's gone, is small. And then after that, after 8 hours, swollen. It become bigger. So it become bigger like this. Is it fair to the client? So if you have a medical card, you will be protected. Hospital benefit riders, income. You admitted in hospital, Takaful pay you, your salary. Personal accident, you lose your finger, leg, head, or whatever it is, okay, you will be payable. Condition waiver rider, you no need to pay Takaful if you get CI, critical illness. No need to pay any single cent. At the age of 30, diagnosed with CI, at the age of 30, you purchase Takaful. 35 years old, you got CI, for example. So, no need to pay up to 65 years old or 70 years old. Is it okay? It's like a free Takaful for you. Okay, and critical illness. Diagnosed with critical illness, company pays the, the sum covered, the compensation. And few years later, dies. And then Takaful operator pays the sum covered of death. So this is the beauty of Takaful plans, ladies and gentlemen. I think that's it. If you have any question, you can see me during lunch hour. So I copy paste Encik Razi words. Okay, thank you very much. And Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Alhamdulillah. Thank you so much, Sir Zafifi and Sir Razi, for that insightful discussions. At this juncture, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you are all having a fantastic time so far today. We have been running at full speed, and now it's time to take a well-deserved lunch break. So, buffet type po tayo. Have your lunch, perform your prayers, refuel, and recharge. We will start the discussion later at 1 p.m. or 1:15 p.m. in the afternoon. Happy lunch, everyone, and thank you so much. And also, I'm reminding na our student support will be collecting the evaluation forms from you. Thank you so much po.
It's also good because here, if you receive a grade of 5 in our school, meaning you fail. But in another, I think here in Cagayan de Oro, the highest grade is 1.
Okay, so opposite. So opposite, yeah.
Yeah. No, no. The highest grade is 5. It's the other way around.
It's like a KPI
Yeah.
in our company. So 5 is the highest.
Highest.
But actually, in order to get 4, it's also difficult.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's based on your KPI. So